Hi, this is Randy. I just wanted to make a short video about predators and online dating sites. So the most recent statistic I found was that 15% of Americans use online dating sites. And let's assume they're all single. I know they're not, but let's just, for these kind of purposes, assume that all of those 15% of Americans are single who are using online dating sites. Now, a lot of people think that anyone and everyone who uses an online dating site is a predator. That is a premise that gets tossed around a lot, and it gets tossed around a lot by people who are not really looking for a relationship and have not used dating sites, but they like to tell everyone else that online dating sites are full of predators. Well, here's some news for everyone. Predators are everywhere. They're not only online, and predators show up every place. So I do not think it's prudent to just avoid online dating sites because there's an assumption that they're all predators. If that's the case, then avoid work, avoid the grocery store, avoid your family, avoid your friends, and avoid coming in contact with all people, because yes, the world is full of predators. So I can't live my life like that. I do not go by the premise that every single person online is a predator. But given the statistics that 15% of all American adults are on online dating sites, if you, by your standards, if you think that they're all predators, then that would mean 15% of Americans are predators. But those are only the single ones. So what about the married ones and the ones that are coupled? So if you go to add married, there's 50 more percent of the people are married, and they're not on online dating sites. So you'd have to double that figure of 15% predators to 30% predators. Now, the statistics are that there's about 7% of cluster Bs. And if you want to say that all people online dating are predators, then you double that for the people that are not online dating who are also predators. You're going to get about 30%. I guess that's a feasible number. It's a scary number. I'm not sure that it's really helpful to try to figure out the numbers. We, as former victims, and really everyone is a target, not only former victims, but all people are targets of predators, potential targets. So I don't think it's real helpful to try to say that 30% or 50% or whatever percent of people in the U.S. are predators. Suffice it to say, yeah, there's a lot. There's too many. And what we need to do is learn how to avoid predators, identify them, and then avoid them and go no contact as soon as possible. And if we follow those kind of rules, then yes, we can online date. We can walk out into the world. We can go to work. We can leave our houses. We can interact with people. And, we're armed with our tools. Otherwise, if we're not willing to arm ourselves and use tools, but we prefer to just avoid everybody, then we'll avoid online dating and avoid contact with people altogether. And yes, there's a lot of victims of narcissistic abuse who are doing just that, but I am going to say that that's not really the healthiest thing to do, and it is a phase that you'll go through. It could be a long stretched out phase. It can be a permanent phase if you want it to be. It doesn't have to be, because after you're armed with the tools, you need to be able to feel confident that you'll use your tools and you'll identify them. Yes, you may misidentify some that really are not predators, but you misjudge them. Oh well, you know, that's fine. It's better than, you know, a false positive is better than getting a false negative where you rule somebody out as a predator and they actually are. But that still is going to be able to happen. That is the risk that everybody takes when they do online dating and when they are single, period, and decide that they might want a partner. You don't even have to be looking for a partner or want a partner to still run into predators and narcissists anyway. So I guess my point is, I kind of get irritated when these people that are not looking for a partner and that would never do online dating tell everyone else who does online dating that it's full of predators. Obviously, we already know that, but we're brave enough to use the tools that we have to rule out predators one by one, because our longing or our desire for partnership with a non-predator is a little bit stronger than our tendency to just avoid contact with all people because they indeed might be a predator. Thank you for listening.